You want to tell the people what you just said?
If you're powerful enough, you can get anything you want.
Do you want to give them the context?
Okay, the
Don't give him
context
the
is
context. Don't give him the context.
okay.
If we
Let's
were
just say
fully
my Instagram algorithm is all fudged up. Very bad.
today, he sent me the weirdest alien video I've ever seen. Like, I don't even know what it was. I keep getting calls from Fredonia. Shout out
You know
Fredonia.
you know what we should do? Uh, we should start every podcast with one of the videos we send each other on Instagram. That's the hook of the podcast.
Just the
People
videos
would
of
love
people
that. The video I sent you, people would love that video. We just
Which
shared it.
one?
The one I sent you, the alien one.
Oh, no. I hated it. I hated it so much.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know this about me, I hate distorted images, distorted characters, specifically cartoons or CGI. It really bothers me, and it's, like, creepy as hell to me personally, and Isaiah and Austin think it's hilarious. So, like, I'll see something, and I'll be like, "This gave me, like, the worst anxiety ever," and then Isaiah and Austin are like, "Dude, check this out, it's hilarious." They'll be having a few beers, playing it on repeat for, like, 5 hours, and I'm like, "How do you enjoy this?" Like, it creeps me out so much.
0 beers. I don't drink anymore.
0 beers, 0 beers. Okay,
Yeah.
back in the day, you were a normal
Back in
mortal.
'76.
Yeah. Um, anyway, we're adults. If you're not over the age of 21, please don't drink alcohol or
Yeah.
living in Europe over the age of
I'm
18.
27. A guy said Isaiah's 27, and then he put a laughing emoji. I didn't know how to feel about it.
You're old. Dude, I'm 31, dog. I hope I don't look 31. I saw these, like, 2 old guys the other day when Andy and I were out for dinner. Mind you, when I say old, I mean, like, they look like they were, like, in their early 40s. They're, like, some handsome men in their early 40s. And
Yeah.
I was like saw them with these 2 girls next to them, and I was like, "Those those girls look like they're, like, in their 20s, and those guys look like they're in their 40s. Isn't that weird?" And Andy was like, "I don't think they're, like, in their 40s." And I'm like, "Well, I look way younger than them." And she was like, "Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're in their 40s."
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, "Oh, so I just look like a child?"
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Dunking. The dunking.
Imagine if we shaved, dude. We'd really look like
It's
little baby.
funny, people have like, they'll look at my license, and then they'll be like, "What the hell? You look like a baby." And literally, I'm just like, "I just grew facial hair." That's literally it. I would look the exact same if I cut it off.
Yeah. I can't fathom what you look like anymore without facial hair. It's been so long now. It's been what? Like 2 years?
No, it's been a
Almost?
year. Year.
Plus a couple months.
Actually, no, not even a year. I started I
Really?
started I started growing it out in, like, April.
Mm, but you've always had a goatee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even baby Isaiah had the goatee.
Mhm.
Anyways, we're getting into the topic today now that we're done with our rant. It's actually about what to do if you actually don't have a low rim or a rim at all. We're going to talk about how we went about it when we were kids and what we would recommend to other people. So, Isaiah, I'll turn it over to you. What did you do when you needed to practice the most important exercise but didn't have access to an actual rim? What did you
I'm
do?
gonna
Or it was
pref
raining.
I'm gonna preface this by saying, alright, 2 things. 1, this is, like, a really common question we get from THP athletes, like, they don't have a hoop, and this question pisses me off, but I think it's just an ignorance problem, so we're gonna solve the ignorance problem. The reason it pisses me off is because I feel like it was so intuitive for me as a kid, like, to find, the workarounds. Um, so that yeah, I just wanna preface that by saying this. Second thing, I actually didn't have access to a hoop, like, a lot when I was younger. I didn't get a basketball hoop until I was, like, 16, I think. I know no, 15. 15, I think, is when I got a basketball hoop, and then, before then, it was tough to get to a basketball court. And even when I had a basketball hoop, I live in Florida where it rains every freaking day at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. So a lot of the times I would get home from school, it would be raining and I couldn't dunk outside. So what I what I started doing is just the short answer is just touch a very high object that's really hard to reach. Whatever your vertical is, like whatever the highest thing that you can touch is, try to touch a little bit higher than that.
Did you know that there's evidence that demonstrates that when you have a target, an external target, specifically with vertical jump, that you'll jump higher. Did you know that?
Yeah, I have heard of that.
You know who told you that? It was me. I told you
And the other thing, even when I had a basketball hoop, like, I would try to see how high on my arm I could touch. I used to put, uh, like, tape, like,
chalk.
I get tape on my hand, and I go up and boom, touch it on put it on the backboard. If you look at my outdoor videos from 2014 on my YouTube channel, you can literally see the tape on the back. It's like a court. It's not my court, like, it's a public basketball court, and you see pieces of the tape where I would go and touch it because I always liked max touches, like, seeing, like, what your limit is, like, knowing what that
My mom
number is.
used to get so pissed at me when I did that stuff because we had one high wall in our house. The rest of
Yeah.
the ceiling was like 8 foot, and I would do the same thing. She'd be
Bro,
like, "I can't get this down." And I was
yeah.
so pissed.
Bro, you just made me I just realized when I first tested my vertical, this is where I get my 24-inch number from. This is when I was like 13 or 14. I was in the backyard. This was in Utah. This is the backyard of the house where I got my first dunk at. And there was just the outside was like brick, and it was just a freaking brick wall, and I ran straight on, like straight onto it, and just whoop, and I would touch it, like I would put like tape up on the wall, and I would measure my reach. And this is also what pisses me. You know the other thing I hate when people say, "How do you measure your vertical?"
What do you mean?
It's a math problem. How high can you touch minus how high your reach is?
Yeah, but I can understand based on my shit talking why people would be confused because I'm like, yeah, but you got blah blah blah, and you don't measure reach right, and blah 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 blah. I just yap
Yeah,
about it, so I can understand why. I empathize with some of our listeners that or athletes that are like asking
at least
seemingly dumb
somebody
questions.
does. At least somebody does. I feel
Use your
I
brain.
filter myself. I filter my speech when I talk to our athletes.
You're gonna be
It's
such a
funny,
great dad.
what was the thing Bent sent the other day? Somebody was asked, they were like, "What does, uh, 30 seconds each mean?" And then I was like, "You do each exercise for 30 seconds."
Yeah, some of the description questions are a little bit funny where I'm just like, yeah, I tried to keep it as simple as possible for you. It says last 2 at 50%. What's that mean? The last 2 sets are at 50%. And they're like, "It's not intraset?" No, I'm not expecting you in the middle of your set to stop squatting, go down or up to whatever the working weight is for each set. Can you imagine if that was the secret exercise? That was the secret sauce is
Yeah, yeah.
intra-set changes in weight. Hey, man, when you're doing 5x8, I want the last 2 reps at 80%. Oh, cool. What weight do I do for the first 6 reps? Like, no, I don't know. It's pretty
Yeah,
intuitive. I get it. You know, I maybe I asked that question when I was 15 or 16, so
yeah,
understandable. But after watching every video we've ever posted, I feel like it's kind of
yeah.
we do that a lot. Anyways, yes, that's what
It's
that means.
also remember, half of all people in the world are below average intelligence. Half. Listen,
Isaiah.
there's a 1 in 2 chance that you're dumb.
So one of us is stupid.
Maybe. It's a 50%
What is it?
chance. There's a
What
50% chance
is
that
it?
one of us it's not guaranteed, but
No,
there's a 50% chance.
no, there's 100% chance that one of us is stupid.
No, because there's 8 billion people, so it have to average out.
Oh, it just so happens
We're
that we're the two. What if
yeah.
we're both dumb?
Imagine. Yeah, that is a possibility too. We both could be yeah, we could both be dumb as well.
Standardized testing did not bode well for us. Anyways,
Put some respect on my
yeah,
name, man. I'm a great test taker.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a good test taker, but I learned that skill by being a bad test taker for years.
yeah.
That's the only reason why I was good.
Look, if we're talking egos, dunking, you can say whatever you want about dunking. I am prideful about my school prowess.
Your school prowess?
Yeah, I would get so competitive in school.
Yeah,
I
me
mean, I've
too.
told you stories
Yeah,
when I
me
met
too.
David.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I was
I
very
used to have bad grades until I moved, and my best friend, when I met him for the first time, He told me he had straight A's, and I was like, I can't. A friend that's better than me at something, I can't let that happen. And then that's when I started getting A's.
You know what's funny is it was the same thing for me. I hit 7th grade. This girl in my like class in 6th grade, we went to this like Catholic school or whatever. She was like a straight A student. I was like a B plus, B plus student, B student.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, we go to this new middle school, right? And she's taking the advanced classes. And I was like, if she could take the advanced classes, then I could take the advanced classes. I
yeah,
get to the class, find out 93 is no longer like 90% is an A. And I'm like, that 3% made a world of a difference. Your
yeah.
boy, I don't know what
I
happened,
lived
but his
there.
brain
I
developed a
lived
little
in the
bit
90 to
more.
93.
What's that?
I lived in the 90 to 93
Oh, me
area.
too. Yeah, dude. I was like, that's all I need. I just need that 90. And bro,
Yeah,
that made a world of a difference. I got in there and it was like, oh, I'm getting A's everywhere. I'm getting A's everywhere. My brother's getting A's everywhere. All of a sudden, I'm the smartest kid in the class. Makes no sense in our whatever 2012 high school class, and I'm just getting
yeah.
straight A's taking all the advanced classes. I was like, I thought I was dumb as hell because in grade school I was dumb as hell. I was the kid that finished the timetables last.
Yeah.
They'd be like 30 seconds, and I'd be like, "What's 7 times 3?" And they're like, "Do it again, John." And then I'd forget to put my name on my paper. Bro, I was
Yeah.
the worst student in grade school. Like my
That's
teacher,
crazy.
I was the most ADHD kid you'd ever meet, dude. Every 2 seconds, they'd be like, they'd call my name and I'd have no idea what page we were on, wouldn't know what we were doing. I'd be in my head thinking about if a stray bullet shot through the window and I dived in front of it to save the teacher, how I'd be a hero. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking about in 3rd grade. Okay. And everyone else is like, reading about the shiny fish. And I'm like, I don't know what page we're on. And when you have to ask a teacher, what page are we on? Oh my
Yeah.
God, dude. Where are we at? Oh, bro, you were so dead
That's so
caught,
interesting.
embarrassed.
It's
It
so
was bad.
interesting.
You were like
Yeah.
that or no? You paid attention?
Uh, I didn't, but I, like, could when you talk to me and I space out, but I can still hold a conversation?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
It's like oh shit, my phone's on. Is the ringer on? It was like that in school, like, I wouldn't be paying attention, but then I would, like someone would ask me something, and then, like, I'd rapidly use context to, like, not seem like I wasn't paying attention, and it
So
could
I
work
couldn't do
out.
that. I was just in a different world, dude. I would just be
Yeah.
like I'd be blank staring like this, not even looking at the book, and the teacher would see me, and I'd be like, "What page are we on?" And the whole class would look over like, "You
Yeah.
idiot." Like,
That's
but that
wild.
happened probably 2,
I
3
barely
times a day.
remember grade school. Like,
Dude, I
thinking
don't.
back
It's so vivid in my mind. I don't know why. Like, I'll never forget my teacher flipping my desk and all the papers coming out because I wasn't paying attention. She had had enough, dude. She was like, grabbed the
that's
desk,
wild.
flipped it over, was just like I was like sitting there crying. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I thought I told you that before. I've told you that story, right?
Nah, that's my first time I heard it.
Really?
Do you
Yeah,
need
it
to
was
talk to someone? Like, you need help?
I have. Yeah, I've talked to people. Dude, I was listening to Joe Rogan today talk about his, like, trauma with his parents and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah,
maybe Isaiah and I should just deep dive our my dog is hitting my hand to get me to pet her. We should deep dive our traumas, and then people will start to understand us and what makes us
yeah,
tick better, you know?
yeah.
Or
I
they'll
don't like
tell us to
attaching
go to a
whys to things, though.
psychiatrist. What'd you say?
I said I don't like attaching whys to things, though.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. That's why talk therapy can make things worse.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I think it can help people, but for me, I feel like it just tends to lead to excuses for things when
What's the
I'm
difference
just
between a reason and an excuse, Isaiah?
it's the same thing, man.
It is. It
So
is.
the only thing I care about is actions. Just change the action
The number of times I've heard Isaiah say that is, like, numerous. Is
yeah,
numerous. But I'm also like yeah, talk less, do more. That's more so me. Like, I
yeah,
understand reasons or excuses, but, like, you can just simply say, "I was late,
yeah.
but I'm doing what I'm required."
I'm him.
Like,
I'm late,
okay,
but I'm
that's
still
fine. I
him.
don't care that you were late, just get it done. What's
Yeah.
that?
I said I'm late, but I'm still him. That's what Imma start saying. If I fuck up on something, oh gosh, if I mess up on something,
Oh, see? Are you still him now?
I'm still him.
Alright, well, in short, this got a little derailed. We got talking
There
about
was
Isaiah.
a 30-second,
There's a 30-second
clip where
window
the
of
answer
yeah,
this
which
is where the
it's
answer
not
to the
the answer.
question
If someone wanna timestamp where the answer is here, then you can find it. But simply put, if you don't have a low rim, find something high and touch it. When I was a kid, I had one high space in my entire house that I was able to use, and I would just touch it over and over and over again. And it was 10.6. That was the top of it. And occasionally I would get the 10.6. For Isaiah, it was, what height was it for you? 10.8?
10-8.
Well, how old were you?
16.
That was me when I was 14.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but you're way better than me, so it doesn't really matter at all, does it?
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I think like I don't think it was like a
Oh, you were
on
like
bad
hitting with
jumping days. On
the
bad jumping days, I was struggling. I was struggling to touch it. I knew I
Yeah.
was feeling good if I could touch it there because it was a shorter approach. So if I was touching 10-8, I was like,
Bro, I had a
"Ooh,
low rim when I was 13, and I didn't know low rimming helped, so I was like, "I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that."
that's crazy."
Dude, to be fair, it was like a slanted gravel road. I probably ate shit every time if I tried to jump on it. Off
Yeah.
one, maybe I coulda got away with it, I don't know, but it was, like, not in the best location. It would've been fine. I would've been fine.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the podcast, make sure you subscribe because we appreciate that. That does help a lot. If you're listening on YouTube, just go do us a favor. Take 5 minutes. It's not going to be 30 seconds. It's going to be annoying. And just go like and subscribe. Give us 5 stars on the streaming platform. It does help. It helps us, pushes us out to the
Mhm.
masses. And if you're on YouTube, yeah, definitely do the same. Like, comment. And if you want to get coached by us, which after this podcast, maybe you don't. I mean, we're pretty brutal. we
And,
don't.
I'm actually curious. Actually, screw it. Never mind. Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, let us know if you like us delving away into regular
They don't.
people speech and away from jump
They don't.
training. But even if they didn't care, it's what we enjoy. So I don't even. I'm gonna keep. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
That's.
care.
I think it's
The
like.
reason we can stay consistent is because we can keep it fun. If it was just
Well,
science
why
the
would
whole
you
time,
listen to it if it wasn't fun? One
might as well
person the
just
other
read.
day said
Yeah,
this.
might as well just start reading research papers instead
Yeah,
and go read a book.
at least we
But,
keep it entertaining for you. Yeah, read a book. But I do
yeah.
that. A book, idiot.
Reading. Reading. What?
I'm supposed to dunk today, and I don't have a vehicle. I don't have. Yeah, Bailey just will not leave me alone. I don't have a vehicle. I don't have any way to get there. I haven't trained in 2 days. Like it's been chaotic. So, and you're going to Busch Gardens.
Yeah,
I should have dunked with you guys.
you should have.
I don't want to talk about it. Anyways,
It's okay. It's okay.
thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this unhinged episode. Peace out. Bye bye.